Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast panel. I am your host, Gus Sorola. Joining me, as always, is Mr. Burnie Burns. Such a tender moment. And of course, from Achievement Hunter, the irrepressible, I don't know what that means, Mr. Jack Pattillo. And finally, one half of Slow-Mo, guys. You know him, you love him, your favorite creeper, Mr. Gavin Free!
Everybody Gavin Free!
In case you couldn't hear him, he came out and he said, "Oh, I get it, I get it."
Everyone was so shifty.
How long did we work on that?
That was awesome.
This dude right here, he's the one guy who was allowed to clap for you, Gavin. This one dude right there, we came out to do a rehearsal. He was the one guy who had left and gone to the bathroom.
What are the fucking odds? There's a room full of people. He pulled a Gavin Free.
Nice. We did a rehearsal. I went, Gus, yeah. Burnie. Everyone goes, yeah. Jack. Gavin Free. And then I hear his girlfriend, he's in the bathroom.
Have you ever seen that person who prints out stickers that look like electrical outlets and he puts them all around airports?
That's evil.
They're like photorealistic stickers of outlets, and he just puts them on the walls like where outlets would be in airports, just to watch people go try to plug stuff in.
That guy's the devil. That guy. That guy's awesome. Horrible.
That guy's fucking awesome.
It's got to be right. It's got to be a decent amount of electricity that just gets used by people who think that electricity is free, right? It's got to be like everybody just plugging into the airport. That's got to be a significant amount.
Absolutely.
What do you think would be the worst sticker to troll people with? Like a defibrillator would be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
A fire alarm, maybe.
If you go to like the Midwest and put like a tornado shelter sticker somewhere.
And
it's in a mobile home.
That's made out of glass. Goes like a greenhouse. Yeah, I would think that would be bad. Maybe like a fire exit.
Shed with parachutes on it, just so it's lifted away.
Well, no, the whole, like the wall it's on. It's like a sunroom, so it's the outside, like patio area that was like closed in.
What is a sunroom? Like a conservatory? Is that the same thing?
You're all about to get mad because he just asked a question you answered, and he's going to tell you why you're wrong.
It would be great if you had a conservatory if you were ever playing like a real life game of Clue. Don't ever invite Colonel Mustard to visit your house.
Correct me wrong. A sunroom is where you have like solar glass and you can go. There's a thing about a solarium. It's like a sunroom. It's exposed to the outside with glass. A conservatory, as far as I know, is a music room. Isn't that what it is?
What?
Is that, you tell me. You asked what a conservatory is. What's a conservatory?
It's like a room made of glass at the back.
And that's what a conservatory is?
In England, that's what it is. Right, Dan? Cheers, Dan.
Dan, by the way, for those who can't hear him, said, yeah, fucking right. Very enthusiastic answer.
I don't like that Gavin has someone to agree with him off camera.
I like the idea of Dan the man fucking hanging out in a conservatory.
Just drinking a beer with a piano.
Don't bug me, I'm luxuriating.
Did you do any of the evening events, Gus? Did you check out anything?
No, I have not had the chance to do that. No.
I went to the Geeks Who Drink event last night. That was a lot of fun. Anybody out there? Yeah. So Team Beard, we won.
Did you really?
You won?
My team actually won the whole event.
Out of how many teams?
Out of 70 teams. Yeah. So it was amazing. Yeah.
That's a big crowd. So teams are 6 people, right?
Yeah.
So
teams are 6 people.
Over 400 people.
Like help organize it.
Well, I set it up 2 years ago.
You're not going to win your own event.
No. I had nothing to do with the questions or anything.
Okay.
But I helped bring it here a couple of years ago. I love it. I love trivia and stuff like that. And my friends.
I'm with Gavin.
Yeah, don't win
You
that.
can't win an event you organize.
Oh no! I had my friends come down from Dallas, and they were hanging. They love that kind of stuff too. So I was like, let's make a team. And so we made a team,
And the
we
winner
won.
is me.
Did you win money?
No.
Do you win a trophy?
No, they gave us. They actually gave us Rooster Teeth flags.
You mean you?
No,
You
Geeks
gave
Who
it to
Drink.
you.
Geeks Who Drink gave it to us.
They gave you a flag from your own company.
Yeah, and I gave it away. I gave it to a fan.
I say, did you keep the
No, I
flag?
didn't keep the flag. I gave it away. So, anyway, it was awesome. I had a lot of fun.
I'm going to win the podcast.
I'm gonna win the drawing for the tour for Laser Team. I'm gonna visit you guys for a day. See how everything is.
Have you told the story?
Yeah, but I have to admit though, and you guys should all do it too. Gavin and I are the only people I know that leave on red receipts on our iPhone messages.
Ellen does it too.
Good. Everyone should do it. Why don't you quit?
No.
Nah.
Why?
What's the point? I don't want people knowing when I read it.
Why?
Why do I want them knowing?
Because then you don't have to respond, and people at least know you saw it.
No, people need to respond. That's the jackass move. So I have a bone to pick with you.
Go ahead.
During the evacuation on Friday, you left your laptop here.
I did. I didn't leave my laptop.
me
Oh,
finish.
here's a grand idea. I'm gonna fucking pull a false alarm, so I'd have to go up one floor to get my goddamn
Did you
laptop.
take your laptop?
I was in the
You
hall.
left your laptop
I
here
evacuated
then.
in a safe manner.
Don't split hairs with me, Burns. The laptop was here.
Yes.
So then your PA is panicking because you're looking for it. I'm like, don't worry. I was able to get into the building. I said, I have to go take care of some stuff in the building. I'll make sure I grab it on my way out.
Your fault.
And then I tell you I have it. And then you send me a text saying, can I come meet you so I can get it? And I said, don't worry. I'm getting in my car right now. Where are you at? Are you at your house? Red.
Oh.
Ooh. No reply.
That's not the way it's done.
And then I said,
I'm gonna check right now. I got timestamps.
and then I said, okay, I'm driving to your house. Red.
He read that one as well.
No reply.
Gus.
I was like, in the car, I was like, if that asshole's not at home, I'm gonna kick it in the fucking street and say it's out in the street in front of your house. You looking for this conversation?
He's reading.
10:03 p.m. About to get in car. Want me to take it to you? Please, I would really appreciate that. At house? That was 10:03. Then 5 minutes later, I am driving to your house. I'm embarrassed to admit. Here's probably how that went. I'm about to get in a car. Do you want me to take it with you? Oh, it's like, that's great. He has it. Yeah, please. I would really appreciate that. At your house? Yeah. I probably said yes out loud to my phone. That's probably the way that went.
I was like, that asshole is not at home. He's somewhere else.
And the worst part about it was I met you out front on the porch with Joe the cat.
Yeah, and I was like,
And because Gus got out, he's like, he dealt with the fire alarm and all that stuff, and he got out. He's like, good. I'm just glad this is done here. And then he sees Joe, and he goes, yeah, you.
I think I said, we meet again, my nemesis, flea bag.
That cat is so flea-ridden at this point.
Joe, of course, like an asshole, is like this in your arms. I was like, he's so goddamn comfortable.
Fleas are disgusting.
They're pretty gross.
Suck.
The Ramseys had a dog once called Poppins.
That was a shithead dog.
It was a
God
bitey
damn
dog.
it. Ugh.
It was so full of fleas. I once sat next to it on the couch. It did this like 3 times. 9 fleas fell out
Gross.
onto the couch and all jumped back into him. They were like, oh, what happened? Whoop, straight back in.
Can you
do
imagine?
know they could do that?
Can you imagine that if something happened right now? We're all sitting here. You get like scooped up into space. Like, oh, wait, what? Oh, let's go back to Earth. Boom.
Yeah.
Just like immediately jump
That's
back
probably
on.
the scale equivalent, right? They're tiny. What's the most personal story you've ever told?
The most personal story.
I know what
ever
Jack's
told.
is, but we won't bring it up because he gets mad.
Thank you.
I don't know. What do you think my most personal story is? I talk about just about anything.
You tried to, did you try and shag in an aquarium or something?
Oh, right.
Oh, no, it was a...
Right, at the planetarium in New
Planetarium.
Zealand, we wanted to have public sex, but the planetarium in New Zealand,
Someone behind the curtain just went, ugh. Someone just moaned behind the stage.
it turns out planetariums in New Zealand don't have pre-recorded audio. It's just a dude with a chair sitting there looking at you.
It's like a lecture hall, right?
Yeah, I think when I told the story on the podcast, I said that we were just going to try to take a nap in the planetarium.
Yeah.
We were really trying to bone.
So did you
And
think of it as...
Esther got mad at me for not saying that we were trying to bone.
Did you think it would be like you lie down and look at the ceiling kind of
If
thing?
it would be empty
Yeah.
and just like a dark place. Burnie's looking for the person who was grossed out by me boning in a
That's everyone on
planetarium
this side.
in another country.
You know, a while ago you had the little 3D printout from Captured Dimensions.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did that thing of you. Hey.
Yeah, she's got one. She's got a little mini version. Bring that up here.
Do you think they'd have an issue with like knob out? Because Dan really wanted to poke his knob out of his jeans, but he was too scared to ask him if
I'm
they
sure
would
they'd
let
be
him do
fine
it.
with it.
Dan.
Here, you know,
I don't think that would be fine with them.
Oh, that's cool. A little
I'm gonna
mini
go ahead and
Gus.
say
Here,
no.
you can hold it. And
it's like a super tiny version.
Aw, little cute.
This is a pre-painted version.
I'd be worried
That's
about
cool.
a Gus that small, where the anger would scale and like concentrate like a black hole of social anxiety and misery in its life. Become like a horrible voodoo doll in my house.
Wait, what's your most personal story? You're the one asking these questions.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I'd probably be shitting myself 5 times.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Also, your ball surgery, I guess, but you've been talking about that for so long. That's not like a new
Yeah, that
thing.
happened years before I was on the podcast.
Yeah.
And Jack, what would you say your most personal story is where you're not
keep it
banging a
quiet.
fleshlight?
We'll keep it quiet. So my favorite thing on Twitter is the block function. There's a few words you can just say to me, and without saying anything else, I'll just immediately block you. And that's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually, the big shoot that we did 2 years ago was the big coordinated shoot for day 5, where we did that like really choreographed circle around Joel where he's hallucinating, and you know, everyone's alive on the streets, and then as we rotate around them, they're like drop dead on the ground. That scene we don't actually have any sound for in the final shot. We pulled all the sound out, but I would love to release a version of it that actually has the sound in it, because the way we choreographed it was we went around in a circle with the camera around Joel, and then the people, as we rotated, the people behind us all laid flat on the ground like they were dead. And then we had this really cool shot of 8 blocks on Congress, 8 blocks of just people laying dead in the streets. But the weird thing about it is they were all like laying down behind me. So as the camera's rotating around, I'd hear the production assistant saying, all right, section 2, get down. Section 3, get down. The sound of 200 to 400 people falling to the ground haunts me to this day. That is like the grossest, like meat sack, like wet thud. It's just so gross.
It's like wet bread hitting the floor.
There's no
Hey.
need for that.
Can we borrow a page from Penny Arcade?
Sure,
you
why
want to
not?
experience what that's like? Because I know something we can do that's just like it.
What?
Okay, I want to involve you guys again in something. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Everyone's gonna crack their knuckles. Ready?
Crack your knuckles.
Trigger warning. It's really gross. Okay, don't do it right now. This is rehearsal. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay? And I'll do the hand motion. You guys are good. You guys know how
1,
to do
2,
this.
3, go.
Yeah.
You're like adding extra time to go.
What?
You're doing 1, 2, 3.
Well, because he
go.
can't
Oh,
say.
you're fucking it up, Jack.
Just go 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
All right, here's the way. Jack fucked it up. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and we go like that. Then you guys do it, okay? Everybody? Rehearsal. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you guys are all doing the thing. That's awesome. Okay, ready? Here we're doing it for real this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So gross. So gross.
It sounds like a skeleton getting run over by a tank.
It's totally like a skeleton getting run over by a
The
tank.
opening shot of Terminator.
Oh my God. Shame on all of you. That was terrible.
We should just do Foley. We should just do that all day. Just have a panel of Foley where we get 4,000 people to make noises we need.
It's weird though, like sounds like that. You don't even think of like that making a big, like really audible sound until you get a big group of people doing it. It's so gross.
Have you ever popped your knuckles? Or are you like a knuckle cracker?
I am, yeah.
What? Any you guys?
Yeah.
Did you ever get in trouble when you were younger? Did your parents ever tell you, don't do
Arthritis.
that? Gonna get
Yeah.
arthritis?
Oh, totally.
It's bullshit, right?
Total
Oh yeah.
bullshit.
Total bullshit.
Dude, I got kids. I pass along all that stuff.
You tell them the same thing?
Oh yeah, they're bugging the shit out of me and like make up stuff all the time. Yeah.
But you crack your knuckles, why don't you want them cracking theirs? Or,
It's not
or
that.
Just for example.
It's just when they fucking run around the house screaming and shit, you know, and you're like, hey, look, if you guys run around the house and scream, the cops will take you away. I'm really bad at making up stories, so.
Yeah, well, then you make like the cops the bad guys. It's like your kids are gonna grow up with an irrational fear of the police.
They get dead quiet around the cops staring down cops.
You
Can't figure out
pass
like
on the ones that are just complete bullshit and couldn't be true. Like if you watch too much TV, your eyes will go square. Did you ever heard that one?
Square?
no.
Was that just me?
What? You believe that?
Even Dan is
shut
asking
the fuck
what.
up. He look at once again. He said something dumb. He immediately looked at Dan like, Dan, please, yeah.
And look at Dan's freaking the
All right,
fuck
Dan,
out.
Dan doesn't agree with me on this one. You do? Oh, he does. Cheers, Dan.
Oh, the British. Charles agrees with you too.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, my eyes will go square. And at no point did I think, well, how would that even work? Like, what? They were
Is it
just
your-
like,
Your eyes go cube or
Yeah, I
your
don't know.
pupils?
No,
And I guess
they
that was
become
prob-
two-dimensional.
He's flat.
and I guess that would only apply up until widescreen, and then they would have to update it to go rectangle, I guess.
Did you have? I don't know if you've gone down by the 343 booth here at RTX,
Yeah.
but they have Halo 2 on the original Xbox setup with old CRT televisions. And before the show opened up, I saw them setting that stuff up, and I said, you know, it's cool that you got this. But I said, but where did you find CRT televisions? They said, yeah, it was actually really difficult to do. And I said, you can't even go to Goodwill. Goodwill doesn't accept CRTs anymore. And they said,
true?
yeah. And they said, yeah, we had to use Craigslist. And they said, and we had to really hunt to try to find CRTs that matched. Because it's easy enough to find one, but then to find a couple that look more or less the same is it's really like a bizarre dead technology now.
I assume if I ever use Craigslist, that I will die from that. Do you agree? I mean, have you ever used Craigslist for anything?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I removed a bunch of wood off I replaced my fence, so I had just like a giant pile of wood in my backyard, and so when I was moving, had to get rid of it, and I was like, let's put it in my front driveway and to say free wood, and sure enough, like
Got wood?
I had like 80 pickets of wood, and I had a little sign that said free on it, and I got home one day and it was all gone. It was
Jack,
awesome.
You went on Craigslist and wrote free wood
Yep.
with your address.
Yep, in the free section.
How are you still here? Free wood. And it's like, the weird thing is like, if they, let's say the sexual references aside, the first person comes, takes away the wood, the pile of wood, then anybody else doesn't know that. They show up, they're like, they don't know where to stop. You got no house.
Yeah, that's some solid paneling on the front of this house.
Looks good. Take it.
So is there anything that wouldn't be taken? Like, could I say free mold?
Sure, why not?
Jack,
You
here's your
could have sold all your mold, dude, for free.
Just come pick it up. It's up.
Free,
Load up your truck.
free demolition project.
They don't what?
They no longer listen to the podcast in their car, they listen to audiobooks. Because they got Audible instead.
Oh, shit.
Ah, shit.
No.
What did you do, Joel?
Bye. Joel Heyman, everybody. Joel Heyman.
Jack has been terrified of that moment all weekend.
No, seriously. I haven't retaliated from last year. I honestly haven't had time to retaliate from last year. But yeah, I was waiting for Joel to do something. Apparently, him and Kyle went to our distribution warehouse and actually the Tower of Pimps, the big Tower of Pimps downstairs, the achievement hunter area, which is awesome.
Oh, it's Barbara.
It's Barbara.
Did you just stumble? Are you okay? That's not. There's no mic on that. How drunk are you right now?
Bye, Barbara.
Bye, Barbara. So they went to our warehouse, and the Tower of Pimps was being stored there.
Yep.
And Joel, with tape, like electrical tape, signed his name all over it. And so, covered 4 of the blocks, and his name is covered all over it, and Kyle even signed it too. And so I get this frantic call on Thursday afternoon saying, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm going to my charity event I'm running." And Joel's like, "Can you come back to the convention center?" I'm like, "No, dude, I'm doing this thing." And he's like, "Okay." And so anyway, so Joel's freaking out.
We were, Adam and I were at lunch, and an employee of Amplifier came up to us while we were eating lunch, and he goes, "Hey, are you Joel from Rooster Teeth?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I'm from Amplifier." And Adam goes, "Hey, isn't the Tower of Pimps being stored at their warehouse?" So we went and broke into Amplifier's warehouse, broke into Amplifier's warehouse with 600 square feet of black electrical tape and started covering it 3 hours. And like it's 100 degrees, 3 hours. Adam and 4 employees from Amplifier helped me cover it 3 hours. And then we're like, haha, we're gonna play a funny joke on Jack, and he's gonna pull up to the convention center loading dock, except for Jack fucking left. So then I was standing there on the loading dock with fucking 600 square feet of black electrical tape, and we noticed there was like black stuff under the black electrical tape, like bonded to the Tower Pimps, and I was like, oh fuck. This is like permanently fucking on the Tower Pimps. So, that was another 3 hours of scrubbing with goop and fumes to get that fucking, all that shit off. So that was 6 hours of manual labor that I put into a joke to play on you that didn't even fucking happen.
Well, bye, Joel.
So there's actually a little more to this story too.
Oh no.
Hey, Joel, if it makes you feel any better, the rest of us found it fucking funny.
There's even more to the story. So on, I don't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday, we're moving into the convention center. Gilby comes up to me and he goes, hey,
He hates being called Gilby, did you know that?
that's why I do it even more.
Okay.
So Gilby comes up to me, Gilby, and says, hey, Jack wants a Tower of Pimps here in Achievement Hunter area. I said, well, did he order it? And he goes, no, he forgot to order it from Amplifier. And I go, well, it's kind of late. We're running out of time. We really can't get it in here in time. He goes, Joel and I kind of did something to the Tower of Pimps. If you could find a way to get it here, it would actually be really awesome. I was like, okay, Gilby. We'll work on getting the Tower of Pimps from Amplifier over here in time. So if he hadn't vandalized it, I don't know if we would have been able to get it here in time. It was like, at that point, I knew they had done something. I was like, okay, it's a priority. We have to make sure it gets here in time now.
So that night, Joel texted me a photo of it signed, and I was like, oh, okay, that's funny. And then I get to the hall the next morning, and it's clean. And I'm like, why'd you take it all off? I think it'd be kind of funny to leave it up. And yeah, he's like, oh yeah, no, we spent 4 hours cleaning it off. So I was like, at this point, I don't care anymore.
I like the phrasing of Jack forgot to order it. Like there's a website somewhere where you can add a 5-meter high Tower of Pimps to the cart.
1 life-size Tower of Pimps, please. Thank
Estimated
you.
delivery,
Ship to
RTX.
Convention Center.
Also, how do you have 600 square feet of electrical tape?
Because you're Joel Heyman.
Surely you have 600 feet, right?
Yeah. Just have that in your trunk.
Square feet.
Yeah. In a bag with a
Anyway,
corpse.
so the Tower Pimps is back. Hope you guys took photos of it downstairs. It looks really awesome.
Yeah.
Very proud of it.
I felt kind of bad for him. It's a funny story. Some guy said, I was walking through, I had my kid, I was walking with my kid yesterday through, and he wanted to see the Halo booth. And so we went there and saw it. There were a bunch of people there like, hey, Burnie, can you sign this? Hey, can you do this? I said, sure, and I stopped and everything. And they were like, we've got to get you to your panel. You've got to go, Burnie. And there was one guy like right there, and he's like, can I just take a photo with you? And I'm like, sure, absolutely. And they're like, Burnie, okay, are my guardians. And I'm like, it'll just be 1 second. He goes to take a photo, selfie, and he does it. And as soon as he does, it comes up, phone call, mom, answer, decline. And he goes, oh, shit. Hey, mom, no, mom, yeah, I'm okay. I'm taking I'll call you back, hangs up. We go to take the photo. Mom calls back. And he goes, decline. And he goes, sorry about that. Goes back to the camera, he goes, here. And I'm like, they're pulling me, I gotta go. And then he declines it, go, there's the photo. We were like, and he goes, mom calls again. And he goes, Jesus. And the answer goes, mom, no, please, no, God, no, mom, I'm taking a photo, please, I'll just call you back. Hangs up, go to the photo again. He goes, mom, and they pull me, they go, I gotta go. So we never got it. We never took the photo.
Oh, no.
And I heard as he's walking away, I heard this, as we're walking away, I just heard one dude go, God damn it, mom.
Oh my God.
We gotta find that guy and
I
send
would
him.
love to see that guy again. Can I admit something? It's gonna make me sound like a horrible person.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed. I probably could have stayed. I thought it'd be a better story if I left.
That's awful.
Wow. You asshole.
It's a better story until you tell that part.
Yeah, now we know that.
That
now we
only
know the
makes it
secret.
better.